CPP, communication team member. Ben Akwaba.
Yeah,
Apombo Kodia.
Red Nado.
Long time no see, no hear. Fred Agbanyo, NDC communication team member. Fred Akwaba.
Majuso.
Apombo Kodia.
Anyaboko.
Anyaboko.
Hey.
Ade.
Na team
COVID-19 nana.
Ninye na account. Eno ga dey asa asem na account.
Ebe boko.
Audio come order that. Okay. Eno ga account there.
Yeah, Alaj said you was good morning TK. There's one thing that I think you people should address on your show. Because of the COVID-19 outbreak, people have hiked the prices of hand sanitizers. I don't think none of pay better said you see and me sure will be here. And then Big Man says that everybody is running away from this disease, but nurses are risking their lives for the country. So what risk allowance is the government providing them? Well, no problem say you can also want some. Fred.
Lawyer.
And then command you never could not COVID. So I'm saying the abafu for an so man penny near Cassandra and watch near ma ye yoha. Musha, a mamma be breeze, our steps on fire. Osha the now situated within the Committee of Nations, the Maya, then I become farm.
Well, me that's it. I no pay my mentia with here for the nation for you now. I say, I say my better idea. I'm a man for baby now. A one better also. I say, me share say na dream say, and say na it in the past. Okay, yeah, every baby I have any Ebola. A Basan for Liberia, a Sierra Leone, a baby Nigeria, a Burkina Faso, a Togo, Cote d'Ivoire. Now my Ghana. Say Nyamia Domo. Say ye denyo. E twa hu nyina share baby antimi ambesi o mayimu. Enti we so beto dwa na ye dwen say ye be fa hu adi sara. Unfortunately ne agina mu ne e kire say amba ne sa. Akwa mama bebre so. Na no na yeti ye say 2 cases abepi Ghana. Just at the same time na ye ka the same cases no to abepi Ghana no. Na ya tse ba ko so abepi Nigeria. And Nigeria we are back and Togo too. Basically, I'm new say Nigeria yenti say be account. Togo yenti say be account.
Is it Ghana league
yeah,
Togo no
West Africa. Yeah, there two nearby. Within 48 hours, not for a account. So in percentage terms, almost 200% and a account precope. And now in Huaba. Assembly by na rumors all over the place. They say, oh, wait there, and before you na ya brofuna man for social media or you are high, ya color and the engine too. And then from information and ministry of information into a bunting. Actually say Ghana phobia so anyabi. And you see a yen and I again say ye the intimate to ye. Na sawanya kwan akenkan abayare we na kwan fa so aye de nya yare no. Naturally say huntimi bo kese pa.
But say you bet distinguish Ghana for no in terms of say omunye Ghana for omo ha omo man bi so no mo de fi ho aba
o hwe ti say ye nuaba bi omo say o university say so to kwa America just about 10 days
yeah
o fi ho ba na o de ba the point I'm emphasizing is say o ye Ghana ni so betumi anya bi because the initial impression is say o ye bibini a o de
to ba say be a month ago na Cameroonian bi anya bi
and see I just want to make that point clear say betumi atu ye na good news as of now they say per investigation on my report na beto abontin there's a community spreading sebi otie e bi account o dey come na kon say within the corona 18 no ye ntisa aye all the 6 cases airport omo amokwa amano na omo free oba na mo de baye question is a kwan be no mo fast no mo nya no amano ne I'm sure say it is just this normal engagement human contact here na di baye yes so aha yeti yanim de we a yeti omaemu obi besi okotoka international airport of Bridge ne abako de na esi oboase kwa na ma abomi hu bebre ko obi free Bridge e besi okotoka minim say private car na be fa free airport anaso ko seke ko fa VIP
many kind caution say story no has been debunked.
Which one?
Say there will be aeroplane be see baby na no I heard and say almost said that story cannot be.
That is not the story. I'm making reference to press conference na minister na here no. Say papa ba could be there okoboase hospital no mo 30 years. But from anone na buy and I be say obesi okutoka no anye bia private car be de kwaya na anosa okoseke kofa VIP ko Kumasi every Kumasi to akọ Obuasi
and now okofro
you know
any domestic airline
be de kwaya na
otima ni panso tiri
okodru ye onim se Ghana anofa to kwana mo ba ebusuafo nyina wa tu o yere ne mba o wa damfo enuanom obi abeba enti o share the rate at which this thing can spread. Now the certain no say nya ade se beka say onya ne na nene yehu. In some cases you are told that within 14 and 21 days and some symptoms nothing say epie babonte. So within that period inipa hina wa hia mo. Enfa na wako. See keke you can say even metal product and as even ofro staircase that then hokra ekoto metal so it can last for almost 12 hours. 12 hours, not still a wasso. Obit now, kniving or bow a come from mama. It can be overing for almost 8 hours. And on a man, they know I woman a broso. Because I be, oh, Chevy Mike out the album, says ye. Says I no be using you. Minim and a moya to a phone. And I'm a swam now.
The hand sanitizer for him.
But now make come. Oh, if you chase a car, you say about to my ye, method there from one person to another person. A very simple means, sir. About media transmitting. Yeah. So far, things say the Ministry of Information, the government, they say they will keep all of us updated as to what is going on. I think the information of that about and yet generally very conclusive. So, for instance, I say Adekye was one of the investees. Oko investor of Ghana, for instance, I have several halls. Students were hall. What am I details of the particular hall? Nipanewo. What am I details of rumor or share? We are told, for some information on campus, on the panel, I think it's a school of pharmacy and as a business and as a business school.
So call business.
Oh, and you see, when we are ignorant about the reality, we are most likely to say about encounter more. But when we are abreast of the real facts, ni panel hall we know, room we no call, ni lecture hall ni, everybody becomes more careful as to how they get close to that environment.
Careful rather than panic. For panic mumumba.
Na yebe slow, yebe share panic.
Because na me say utie omo ade omo kan say omo ye tracking. So in tracking they've been able to identify nipa be 150 say any past 60 may have had contact with them. In this circle mu na ombehwe not necessarily coming to report to us say any person is here no benten enya.
Tike unim. These assumptions as compared to reality of what happens around us. Odi compare ensure any juma.
No, but say no mo no baby say we assume say okwa head say any partner
the point I really want to make assume say Adekye or UTV ane na ya mama factor say I see UTV ya me so am ba ha no na me nim say Adekye so no makoho de a bia me ne me nkola kra me mben omo and now I not get close to family members. In Tentema, Miss Mamekona, yen checking me.
That point.
That is the point I want to make. By Bass Adnasi ha, Nama Bahako, Obi and Boss say I see all this particular place. I'll still be moving around doing my daily activities. But which means I could even spread it to other innocent people. And see, I would have wished. Yare way, and yen go say yare, and you'll be in this car say me autonomous, and I say, Obi akoya bonibina, Yarina Baneso. Yare abeto we are saying now that a problem for the whole world. And why should I feel shy? Say, I bet to me and I say to me. Why should we, yes, you can say you don't want to disclose the identities of the individuals to the public. But there's that place or it is important to know. Flights when on the buy other person or flight go plane. Obi free you ever free America no bar. New York to Accra, now about 12 hours journey no deba. And yet then they are only the planetary plane. And yet then they are washroom. And other persons on board.
So if I get you auntie, you are two girls say okay, so that when him say be o for star flight.
If for star flight.
Na obi was so na obi be say ntie be kra wan kasa sorry.
Na me be maybe. Na me hwe the way am so me pempe am for me say any sa e be boa but ye nyinara mu I'm happy with the directives of my penny e de betu dwa enro anajo. O hwe the way I yen sorry the way ye nyama bebre no. I'm happy say yaknya so ano. E go ko dru a so for the sand the both anointing oil mu. Kofi ba no de aboti ama no de aboti kwame no de aboti e ba na embrace asori ye be pon a yɛnto ndwom yɛnchiacha ye ho sanyama ne nyina I'm sure say ebeboa okoye nuan mu kramofo de we omosom omo nyina ka ohura wie omokoto wekoto omo nyina bomusa. I think say we need to comply. We don't need to get to a station now we need to use force. I'm told say omo de radical parliament na enforce it. But we don't need to wait to that and say a soldier form be pamoye, a police form be pamoye. Educational institutions been told say they've also closed them down. One concern I have, my opinion kind say closing down all these places. But say Juma, say ye pub, say ye class and your money there, we should rather take precaution. I thought that's the area cry. More, people are more engaged, people are dancing, they are doing those things. I thought that we can tone down on all those areas at this point.
You can specifically mention.
Yeah, I think that we should have done that. But it sounded a warning now. I think it's good to say, yes, we are not in normal times. And so everybody must come to that point and say, hey, nego mu die, ehu wom kakra, na share anama ebetu. Midi answer na minion mo abemu no. Share me desa no pe wa be tire kwa fa so a, yes sanitizer. We nyina na tire ya so mine. Say you produce nyama ehia ya kasa. Near the to say a beer before a na bar, a bedroom maybe. Can you imagine what happened in this country? TK say, I rebel lasted for God forbid 3 months. It didn't be the crab. And see, yesterday, young Coswana, young Bompie, now are buying so I've heard all the directives given. Union borders, they were Ghana, very porous. I've heard some medical personnel complaining, say, if you're protective gas plano, almost a day. Ye nani immigration officer more borders in now. I don't know what I put in place. And but say much the men so complaining. Say assume say obi firm no training kwa. Need neighbor much the wa. A crime be na be fa so almost make na bo mobile. Say be ya almost fan come fie. All this is I'm sure people in the health sector are looking at it.
I mean you will see but Abdul Ghani Idris says that I'm watching you live from Amman. I'm a student of Jares University. Schools and mosques are shut down here. And each and everyone is entreated to pray in their own house for 2 weeks because of COVID-19. And he says, may Allah protect us all. Benjamin.
Okay, that's it.
What is sanitizer?
Oh, Matobi. Already now alcohol means water than Tino. See, yes, be an eddy washing. I could
hey,
say alcohol sanitizing.
Okay, will be say, wait me, you should cast a pacho. Yeah, actually, I said Robin alcohol.
Yate. Okay, me that say. I think the ticket say, nya, a quenya say, ye can't COVID-19 who has a man. The mestre, ye communicators, ni experts, any obibia, a fan who say, ye be assure, ye be ma nipa de senia who say, and you. Senior, I was at no, because the moment bribe ma nipa da sina who say who brosono, I think say enukura to me ku sen yare no. Yare we yare a mfa say ba busumi ba kone fa achini. Na ba ya hyase na tre na ne trade no mu no so na eku nipa dodo. Ba nyame ncha de ne amene o kasai recovery rate no I think out of 176 ni anya almost 70,000 plus yare ne chi mu a omon free mu omon kwa kuto mu nsam death rate na asat na me no ka say se nipa omo fa yare hu no e so tiba. Another significant thing yenim say bia Africa ba bia ehye ninti no e boy no so we World Health Organization omo situational report 54 which is as at 14th March. Apart from African region omo Egypt any Morocco from we Egypt ni Morocco no Eastern Mediterranean region. Now for African region now Algeria can now. Algeria is the only country in the African region based on who report no wanya ebinuma oma free mu. Chira won say sub-Saharan Africa no even though yanya South Africa all highest cases. Death rate no yen record bi obia enwuye. Na ye be bisa o say dientina bia obia enwuye. There are many statements I report say bia immune system is stronger. There are also statements say bia African immune system stronger. There are many things and so say bia na your temperature because me kind but bia no say the virus cannot last within a temperature of 26 or more degrees. Say bia a to hakra say temperature no so into me end lasting.
And it's na binum say e ma dry na omode we no we are not with me as
yeah. And inti somewhat in Africa no favorable America cra inti media may catch in communicators say nyasa konya let's educate our people on the basic precautionary measures e be take care e be boyen me kan ba bia na omo kire say individually anopa bia so hold your breath 10 minutes who hold your breath 10 minutes because lung disease
10
10 seconds rather, sorry. 10 seconds. That's it. 10 seconds. That's Ndia do pe me body me tika mo me ba me sheda hold your breath no 10 seconds ehun say no normal. You see anopa bia no sorry anum nsuo hia na ase bia nsuo a ye de nchina frem. Na nom kakra. Koso anum nsuo because the more anum nsuo na say yare ni bi wo ho kra na pam yare de ko uyefun ne ne manema. So let's educate and let us be let make sure say obia be free na more education no e ma hu na e wo system no mo afri mo. You see tike say ye hwe sa yare yi e sha ase a ye titi cases e come say either the public health specialist and now say experts no e come say omo the information be ACN sana me hu no and as a bia so they are not educating us well, and if they don't educate us well, it has economic implications. Me te say na minia Freddy ka say paps ne niema niema nke yen closing it down. You see, when we begin to talk that way, closing down some of these things, you know, it has dire consequences on our economy.
The approach to say you better stop yare say you better restrict movements, they discourage gatherings.
You see,
and so anything na yakwa sorry so, anything na yakwa mosque so, anything you say funeral gatherings. And weddings near dinner no yenhwe no so pub so your place among for share it doesn't take for
it has ticket me know your dream say o sha say no boy mind be so the omo ye and now here ya close neighbor Nigeria. I don't think after we record 2 cases no omo close down everywhere. South Africa na meti here Mafosa Cyril no say free nere kono or close schools down. Even China cry na assembly see critical no omo close everywhere down. America na me no ka say UK ye close schools no be down to disinfect ye we are yasari open. There are measures put in place, but say hana ye can close that economically no ye lock down ye country no I den so aso boni bebre. Bear in mind say me nua Fred edi me adwen say on mine no ye nheda em produce ya ye ho niema say wo ye produce ya ye ho niema nti niema no bi wo ha ye kra ne ba na ye kra ne ba no so no na say wo ka say wo close obi anya ewe a e won economic implication. So let's watch it economically apart from say disease no na me ba asema ba ko am say me ka say no mampanyi say.
So do I get the point say and say nka ye wholesale?
Yeah, that is how
that's swift and
you see there are other researchers say the ebe gina so am why in wholesale no then you free be epidemiologically relevant region or area say be incidence no unim say sa area hanom no de ebe tre nti e was say so is the printer make say be na health aspects no and as be omo surround the president no omo nka no kra ni nyina nkyere because if you close the whole schools in the country down they tells us that oman ni nyina no epidemiologically relevant areas oman ni nyina no incidence no ekoso which is not true because most of the incidents I record are imported. Incidents are be free by bia but yenya local transmission by bia yente say there's community acquired and I say locally no bia mini friend e dey amame and I say o dey amawo wo yente bi da de atini nyina e dey ba no obi a ofiri amano ne o dey aba proactively no
ba no be wura mu ye nhu no ebetime ba so oba wura mu akọ asori akọ mosque akọ baabi in said the baby intinade no yen disperse crowd no na fe yen track nya sam tina ye de
me know ya adwene fa bi so you see earlier no statement say by say ye ka kire o mind me nya the politics ye ka kire o mind say especially me ka kire o mind say because you are any train no the anke also here proactively ni say o mind no e best stop I flies from other countries especially virus prone countries no was anko mine no stop omo eni kwan so moba ya hwe han yetina ase e ma omo da so wuram ne ameno kasai other countries like Kenya, other countries like Ethiopia, even African countries even South Africa abandon flies from other countries ye bandi ye the restrictions and atuto so say opa bra na say opa see you see nti hono be proactive measure yan take na yan take it say adena ba mine mu say you take active measures aba mine mu nti you take say be correct ya tiki You are closing schools down. You are closing churches down, which some churches are obliging. You say you closing it down. To what level or to what next? Because one thing, me who make us be a health aspects and kind of crunch and say, na me no ka say. Omo e wo so omuhwema yare entre no. Health professionals and health professionals entre say doctors any nurses nko a. Your omo laundry experts or musisi nuema or facilities. Your lab experts. Your omo ni nam customer care ni hospital no your many ankrofo bibro mu yadwuma ho bisa won say omanya akade e wo so mu di yadwuma na dabi.
So cry because government are sure over and over again say and no man can say bias who can specifically we see bibi ho a won san kan ye no draw more attention.
Okay. Na me no ka say health person bia madam for be send message say babi o ye adwuma me mbodi because ye nim kroma say dey target amanfo. Babi o ye adwuma na me no ka say PPs MI akade e wo so dey adwuma ne mai. Na yemfa no ntunche MI o. Yemfa no ntunche. So what say TSC ye close schools down. Bia case Legon case is a reactive measure because Legon yanya one person wanya sa yare bi. Na ye close Legon down. Question be say to what next? You close down. What measures are you putting in place and spreading you? Because still na make us no school more. We are not disinfecting the school.
But say so free ones.
Oh, minia.
They shouldn't move.
Free ones na bit me disinfect.
They shouldn't move.
They shouldn't move.
Make us all say you close.
Omo year day students no.
Omo da so school go.
Omo mo yebo residents no mutina campus.
So, disinfecting area.
I know ye legal authority direction, but president
no, but president you know is to
and there give us for your so kofi. So, and this president
president came after school and this president is supersede.
And they are supposed to go home today this morning.
So now, if they are supposed to go home, you take president initiative no, which is a reactive measure. Which area no? Yanya one case. Say yes you omu nyina nsan kofi. What are you telling us? A bit more, but say, Binum Crabit ma carry this vector and apart to the Eddie coffee. So, measures in the year, make us say, the health aspects, no, I think.
But in specifically, we know San Kayan and San Cadena, you bet me.
Maybe, so take your own only more numbers or contacts are from, but may critique.
But I say, you didn't come on.
May critique your system and say, it was say, yes, solutions to these problems well. Because say ye close to her down, I think we are creating that panic more than solving the problem. Take me for you. I buy catch in say. Or your mind. Catch in say. I found who said young court yes GPRT protoa and as a concern and all road transport operators. Yes, among supply hand sanitizers. Bearing in mind, say earlier, no, who created that panic into hand sanitizers for widen. I didn't turn 2 cities, no. No, me tell you, say 30 cities, 40 cities.
Oh yeah.
What are your question? Me say say earlier, Kaneno 2.3 million now buying dedicated say or they fight sa coronavirus. Dear no more dear, dear pan no dear because Sanka ye proactive nation. Bra ye go to 2.3 million earlier no. Kabano, niema bi ho a akade bi ho ankaya to a ye die sisi vantage points a enhia se GPRT uni anase concern beto ye no minor to wo dia ne se ko horonsa because yanya education UTV educate ye se ye ko horonsa minor to e o si ankran to die ne kire se ankran no beto. That's another question.
And ankran fat dey when sika na
to. So 2.3 yen hu ba biafa. Now you the 100 million.
No, where would they answer?
Oh, senior.
Where would they
senior? Senior. What do you are training the matter?
Then you to.
And I'm there.
Then I'm there. Yen hu the afa.
Now
100 million.
No, the
100 million better. Ye ba mi team. 100 million ticket ye ba mi team ni say. Ye o mai mu ha. People benefit from poverty. So kaya he. Oh, minim say me your friend ni Honorable Carlos. Omo to kwan pa Nsroma. There are more than 200 NGOs. Almost omo ku hia. Omo ku hia o. Na mom hia kumu no. Ye ka hia yo pa na e wo srem. Nti ya question me say hia na mo ku no yi. Sa na 100 million yi so abeye.
Na za ku no wie ye.
Sa na 100 million no. Ku no be wie da be. Sa na 100 million yi so sa na misusu no. Because bra 100 million ne beto ho no. yanya interministerial committee a bi omo hia abrena bia na omo je kakra
allowance be come
yes omo je kakra oh tike omo je kakra
Ben an army does not move on an empty stomach.
That is the problem.
Minister for Information. Sorry, if you fee.
And I catch up the 100 million.
Okay, na so didi kakra na yede. We see ansa na obedidi no de ehia kese ansa na obedidi ne say akade na ehia so de bema. Odidi kakra na yede ansa na obedidi tike. Ansa na obedidi ne de ehia ene say obeye de say ene de fata say ne be da yare ne ntre. Ne ame no kasai.
Na me man kala sumrem.
O da ame wie, ne ame no kasai. Obi my nyinafo. Say yare no ayehu. But questioner Ghana Health Service e bisa ana workers ni bisa ne say ne health professionals are e was omo boy ho ban every year they are not insured. Omo PPIs ni ho nra metie mo sister station bia na mo kire men e kra ka say omo PPIs mai na me no ka say tiki 1 month ni in service training course wo ba bia na honorable Carlos be di achi but in service training course wo ba bia Ghana Health Service and in training obia emfa yare ho that is a fact. Tike mu dem fro bia Ghana Health Service has not trained a single individual.
Oh, really?
Minia. Has not trained a single individual. Now, one training obia for your at the local level. PS no, one training obia. Doctors one training obia.
But Benny, so omo training obey den na we.
Me see obi ma me report to ne from upper
West region. Or no come front line for
the NDC credit.
Now, on come front line, you say you close the whole nation. Tike you close the whole nation. Mamemka ade ba kwa me say hu ye.
Just a point na Carlos man.
Concluding no presidency local assemblies na me o ka say local assemblies no enshema ayinu nkoso no de ba bitin say hey local assemblies ya omombo number yi president say sha omo ye omo di ensika no yeah that is it that is it because local assemblies na mu no adi ba e omo na nkaso omo use health promotion officers to educate us and sensitize on it.
Ben, this Benjamin guy is really making sense. You should listen to him. Okay. Carlos.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
For the first time, MPP
okay, Carlos Mpacho, women class idea with
clear free.
Minuya and you will say the principal of a Siama Nursing Training College in the Western region says the government was not specific on nursing training schools, and so she has refused to close down the school.
Is that the whole schools?
Now, so I say tertiary, universities,
or even basic schools, even basic schools. But I know.
Well, let me just one and say, hey. COVID-19. Every so now they say being a nursing school, they will be required to remain in school to assist the I don't know.
I think you would remember. But every one the way I've been is because then I'm coming to say politics bia was I don't know.
Politics.
For the first time, pass NDC. To be MPP Gina FCBBA.
Na CPP.
CPP already okay and time question
no, but I said some now kind of raising issues.
Issues that we're raising in no I won't mean to say questionable but it doesn't hold water. And I will explain. I'll take my time and explain. But the
my main caution was say the okay will be about say almost munya near many bin. In fact, on Friday, some of the health workers in Binu can say the moon sun can be there or qua Beman and Kuma told you say or you're protected.
No, but what are you talking about? There been a problem to buy. There been a buyer say immediately. I buy a mobile no ye emergency. Oh, Siabotre. Okay. There been a buy emergency. President Christ started so called radio. So President Bar radio TV so that radio be kasa. And I know say baby not anything. America for President Kasa na Sunday will be uncle to your bompa. No say to anything. That is the time emergency response never. Would bring Kasa within 1 week, Ubinya Tarian share and Ubinya nose marks into Yanya Honshe. You don't even know what is coming on the way. Until it's all to was. But like I'm saying, you know, near me done no pay pa and say at least be afraid one fa dia anya mayosem no no nka say tumatu ne mu tune say idea is nyina yesum as a national exercise na yigina fa when I praise you for that honestly me tia nyina na ne ai oh wa bomode why are they just say tk omo play down on this thing which I agree because we don't have to make the people be afraid unless they lay on fears, but I can tell you it's not easy. A idea it has the potential to wipe out a whole generation. See,
collapse economies.
A idea
governments.
Thank you. A idea and the money who can say and yet localized in one area. A man in also a be alcohol. In the I say or maybe a Canadian. Now say almighty America, Trump, I about to no to say, Monkom to join him, Monko Bompaye, Nania do no adding, or declare Sunday National Day for Prayer. Say Italy for a Wusen Coco. Nasumu the standard Rita or Modian definitely recording. Ehu Nania Ehu say, America is so funny, and all Nyani dear Memesha Italy for dear. Sana. China force who nya omo de no mo brand mehwe Britain for de and that will be ehwe ne ho niema president Akufo-Addo eni abrea ono atiasimu or stop us ade no because say ye mistake na sade we take a certain ship na start say yi nipa na obi free Korea mehwe wo how ono ye ne vaccine no Korea na me no ka say scientists no develop test case dia de obi e bibi just to safeguard omo crew and say ya nyire ho na say yi safeguard measures don't it's going to come to a time nobody will come and save you. So I'm very happy at least for the first time all political parties in Africa Ben now walk call na me say men we
Ben so or can they strengthen say be or yes you say you're serious
I know
then I did be why
the way canon you the way you can now o kana o ye nioma bibria one how the problem be ba any kind I want people to understand say sani ya ma hand sanitizer bo akosoro me feel say it's not necessary. Hand sanitizer a cure yare no hand sanitizer is only precautionary measures if we say what we hold sacred regularly and nyina the same now we are saying na Yankopon no nim the way or ye na ade ntia ko hand sanitizer will be akokra bia begu be ni say yento enei ni nkwanwa yen
Robin alcohol
ni glycerin ti wama ni nkwanwa yen Yankopon de say wo de ni turu so a ene me sure obi de dem obi ya de obi akoda Yankopon asekura akoto you apaya no it's true because somebody has imported this thing for many years yentoy ene hwe ene ya bi kwa mani but I want people to understand the mama one moment on Robbie alcohol no enya field day Romeo alcohol and yenkase sasa yari only precautionary measure rules akra etuye and then me dey say UTV4 what me be ama Ghana for nyina hu rewe si no me dey met me ayebi ho me hu sa 9442 met me atutu bi na me ama kabuma awoswa
okay 94 there
oh 94 a friend say alcohol no zama ka che wo kasa na meti on meti mimi krom Achimbe na say petition
200
o peja som na anji pew
it me to play
ana me ka kire ono dey say ka bibi kire say sa petition na egu fo no
and say nke didi agro
mo
e bi kura nke yisu an
ebru sa romi akọ mo de blofo ato so a petition mo de blofo romi ho akọ a petition alcohol dey obehu say e potenta fagu fo na peja som e inflammable pew say aso eno ne papa no enti say me dia petition na menya zagrisini kakra na menya your friend is saying hydrogen peroxide and kwa me akra bu bi sibi dem me hwehwe bi guma me wo so nchacha na me kri I mean here aloe vera no kra bedua bi o me fie no asomate me chimagum enti enya de say wo ma obi nya ho ade but say wo pese wo yusu your friend is say hand sanitizer na ye bi Ghana ha a lot of the hand sanitizer the whole town in system in hospitals in Ghana especially so no bear shower Kwabasa Pawn shop a company they do this hand sanitizer in large quantities
but unfortunately the urban say a bit more take opportunity now omode
That's what I'm saying. If you name me share Ghana for more money, just add to pass immediately. Munya ne bebre, munya ne intend. Uniska kura kwa bobesia na fokoye. Because you know, say best shop to be supply kolebu or supply to marginal or supply hospital kesia. Why can't they just package them in small and give to us? And so don't let people have a full day. No more for be yari home and konkosan and kwine bebre. Obi so frame me for krasia. Menene kasa okachem say esia abrofo yari. Abrochire yare and I'm say abrochire yare de wan ka abrochire yare no kresa abrochire yare na we frɛ abrochire na ba Ghana en nkasa abrochire yare ndo wa oti Ghana hen to be nkan anke ti Ghana hey yare no can develop wa e free say be obi na de free amanane na odi aba. The best thing between me under this circumstance yenya akio no say is to put precautionary measures. They say cholera no say no manya is abrofo na nkesi onkruma nkan because if you can put the whole city on a lockdown, I will be on share them na mimpi for 14 days and not 21 days. Interpersonal contacts no is not there. Now obisa se mi se akoya se onya bi wo friend saying legoin yes obu nyina kofi so kofi so sa dia kofi no free hin e bai so kwa brochire po no bai
o ka say students no say on side pa ko say abre o ya
o se so kofi o de ba ko ma na busuafo o fi
students now no munya contact.
So I'm coming there. Omampani aba be kan the obekan e radio so it's left now with the ministries to operationalize what he has said. Now right now what they are doing is obi a obenya bibia and you fill a form. There's a form. O fill one are your primary friends a circle. Now everybody who has come in contact with you are supposed to list. They will be the secondary. And they will go and get all those people to and test them. So almost only for interact here, they will be third. And they be captured in a circle, to test them. And that's how these things work. Even going forward, no, I expect so Mampania Baba can you can we. Say yeah, you won't human bar near the idea. So if you have more hack take further precautionary measures. For example, I know pay my chief director chatty. What are you doing to safeguard us at the ministry? Also, minister, I am putting first a friend saying ministry in the entrance. You reduce the number of visitors they allow into the ministry. Number one. Number two, you have to sanitize your hands before you enter. Number three, visitors now. You work is a bit sure about we will encourage it more than so by inside. And I'm saying, fucker home. Say possible. Yeah, your staff no more too quiet on the self-imposed friends in quarantine for 14 days. For 14 days. No more friend once. Say possible not say infringe on any of the rules of engagement. It is okay. Momo Haikra expect you to do same. At least let your producers before we come here speak to us. Obon find as a friend. When was the last time we took coin? Why you say? Just to ensure say who take here. Gomino kasa me kasa say bibi free menum na say to be better when him baby a who bit me anyabi. Fred Ben 2 meters, Ben me 2 meters. O bi a o kasa na say fluid be free no ba meet me anyabi.
And we kura Fred kura bi hu na chei.
I think I will be questions. Serious
because many baby are all
serious. Think about Niagro. Let your producers.
Fred, there's one now the director of international relations.
Director.
Hey, and you're watching.
I mean, come
be a crowd coming with
Mr. Ghana,
international.
Why fresh pa? But think about Niagro. Me say my producers no. At least yeah bahe. You never know. Obi oba besra wonim bebia o free ba ebia no akwa broche in the next 2-3 the past 2-3 weeks no o free broche baby na ba ebia ho airport no kra counter no so keke kra go checking in na saka akofa bibi so ma akofa case bi aba wan hwe amete onchen ya na ma start na me buttons go so na be ho announce wanya the message say mun take mo amonya mu in house precautionary a friend saying me friend micro say president macro naba yanya ye micro in the individual areas no na yemfe enchechi sa ade enkodechi ya issue travel advisory notice I indicate say starting from be say Tuesday night can obi a wutu kwamba Ghana bia ufri kura o man record more than 200 cases ya accept sebra every airline or colleague Ghana bia has been given this information so wo fo obi no when me ask a question at check-in counter na nipa krono every crew or my record more than 200 cases, not never have a sad knuckle. We'll sit the person down. Now, so we'll fly down your mind as we'll see pilots, no, not in Pakistan, not in the call. Because we are not going to allow, say, I even advise it, say, it be possible. People are discouraged from traveling to Ghana. As for our citizens, permanent residents, you cannot even hold them at bay. But Ubia or travel about Hebiana, you have to ensure. So, free Croa, record more than 200 cases, hold them up, don't bring them at all. And in your case, they are to ponso. May assure us, to me, yes, I do judiciously. It will save us. President here or the bar says schools and close it down. Are you perfect? Are you just perfect? I knew that he wanted to do it earlier, but not to transfer her answer. You bought 2 cases. I'll be my announcement. I did change 1 week, call 6 cases or Debbie. There's a time. And he's going to come again. Now, Obeba, as a visionary and president that Nakuma Danem Crawford, or this Ruby Ababe shed was sad when Obeba, Copem time, as case, at 2 to be and forget it. Because as late as 10 p.m. yesterday, Yana, or more. A Jubilee House, yesterday meeting. It should tell you a certain story. In the Ghana for, even though you can't no boko say o anyade ehuni ade ade no ehu kakra. Sa America through dia. America nan komu through hwi wiase. Russia through hwi wiase. Na sa America president ankasa be kase me mindful baby edu na edin. And the kwesi ade etwa me obi anko ne nanim no mompa ya manyankopon a unu ya me nyina ye.
Uko Kenya problem or maybe say another year be person ye hwe. Okay. Maybe a few minutes be na can say going forward no ye hwe yare na nkasa, but the effect on other sectors any amama bi no de omode ye minim say bia wo hwa se mutie ya nra as of nra US was talking about lending rates, so say so some people were talking about rent being tax adjustments because of impact on businesses. And you know, Yebeka was but quick one we was say Kenya for problem in coronavirus no. Really? But the information, disinformation,
exactly.
And because of that, you know, or say it is or say the fake news is alarmist, insightful, and its sole purpose is to cause fear and spread panic to the public. Government spokesperson Wakano. Or say his office has warned that it is criminal offense to impersonate a Kenyan official, and all communication on the coronavirus must come from him, the health ministry, or their designees. Okay. Almost so arrangement in your mind. It is also criminal to spread such malicious and alarmist statements through social and digital channels. Such messages are being forwarded to Kenya's cyber security experts for investigation. And those responsible face up to 2 years in jail.
Yes.
And a $50,000 fine.
Over him. Oh, Kenya for Nientia we are social media no ye dey hard doing.
Okay.
Adekye social media no ye dey boy no. That's not what people are doing. People be also me a blogger. Na wakwa for story build a story or the abi.
No blogo.
Enya no crap so. And ntiase no crap so say won ntiase sa. As no aka na tra no dey ato. Na nkrofo kansem ne concerning trouble sa.
Okay.
Wanya careful na enu kwampo ama nipa bi abohu.
Na say dey no editor bi ani wonti ye dey too mu apena. Oh, Fred, and you know these are that things now impact the whole. But question be for our attention. Or say ports and so say Ben day.
Well, I think say a very good question. Port and Casano, sir, interpersonal interactions no. By this time it's human to human interaction, but next time I say because everything is single with EDI. Nasi yeti computer chini ye body ya. Ankasa interpersonal relations the time akwa ku union ma habona ye kwa examination pe. And you no nipa 3 4 5 maximum energy content now. But no anya adwuma. Ama say nipa ne bebre to be kokobua no of portal, which I think is also something we should look out for, especially for the fact say nipa dodo na omba habo also omba bi yomi omo tukwan aba. Omabi omunioma. Moma yenya careful, minu no mo habo. Yeah, what Ghana had yare no yen develop it wa ha we fra broche na eba. Especially wo mo abrochira man so a ye hu se yare no aba ho bebre no. Se one ye careful na se nipa ne ba odi wachi ne kwa koto na aba betra long room na aba betra golden jubilee mo kwa kotua musika wo bank na obey mo na okasa na bibi so wanim kakra bi pe one wa transmit and ye very careful how we deal with these things e betumi awo ge musika na nipa no trefi na kotua
TK, the complaint that some health officials have not received needed equipment is not ill-founded or baseless.
That's coming.
In fact, my wife, I nearly stopped my wife from going to work today because where she works, they've not received.
But it's coming. These things are coming. No, but you want to do 1 week to import what?
No, but when?
Very soon. Oh, very soon. I say health ministry be issue. Health ministry issue statement. It's all contained in that.
Unim. Now, many are starting the submission. Okay, some I can't then my name boost na information. You see, we share the current global statistics near country, and I think Honorable made a point that is very important. So America near doing pempeswa, even their own president is drifting away from science,
so they need
to prayer. You should understand what they're talking about. Say Naminuka say who could do most nations in Europe. Pempeswa umedru. Nancy ameno waiting ha ebe you can say share your preparedness for things like this as a country. Look at how porous our borders are. Look at the way we engage our social, relationship in Ghana and Africa. And which are some idea because say, oh, to crash the economy and the fear of bounty may encounter the reality. Because economy ni year, all the between the padas any. This any padas any war. Ubene then. Reality of that is that everybody must understand baby I want no. As the president said, and normal time. We are not in normal times. President where he sits, I believe he has more information than all of us do. And as I share TV now share even the body language, the demeanor of the president. Of course, not every information they can put out in the public domain. So but I should tell you, say he knows more than we do. Ghana Hanipa in the hospital. The file says the CIA says 6 cases and officially are reported. It doesn't mean say no pen exist. My only prayer is community, if I'm saying distribution, no, you ain't do something personal. Many agents or can say, I say we were not very proactive at the beginning. As I say, that we must admit. Regardless, we must admit say, a Yamani be a to a quemono, yan in temtem so. Yet, so we thought, say, ABI and Drew, or let's wait and see. Of course, government and policymakers will take decisions based on information that's available to them. By the time they will say, Europe take measures be, America take measures be, and they can, we should have done same.
But who say Fred, Omunina also no, be a trigger. As and when a BBC no, and a mass animal. For example, Trump restrictions or the buying. Who say a number no air cover because there be some countries where you in fact, or the big no exclude countries. Be Africa was more cry the one become home.
Of course, decisions like this won't mean doubt them cannot take a decision. It is based on information available.
Yes.
And you keep on reviewing. And then based on near cost this one make me take it. A China situation here different. Then we add this one to it. It is possible a country will get to a state where they say nobody should even move out from his house.
To say you see Wuhan.
And
some other.
No, it's coming in the US very soon. Mark is somewhere.
You understand?
They are going to. The president is going to invoke a law. They are going to go on a total lockdown for 2 weeks, the whole country.
You see?
And very soon to be one sharing our team. On country in the US was on 20 and go free.
And
social media.
But US for no can say. In fact, almost say people should not be panicky. Now, among Kototonia Massa, the supermarkets will still be open because I'm here no to be creative problem.
But we saw me call lockdown for 2 weeks.
Because all kind of service market can be a good for can say. Say, dear way I'm Santa Ma by May. Now near my crime be yes, and one here, he be the one monk.
Oh, there be ever call the police.
Even though say we don't want to create a panic situation, and nothing I can, I encourage you home, boy. Reality is say we are not in normal times.
We are
Yes,
not.
exactly.
We are not the reality.
Galaxy. I watched CNN documentary of how some white doctors are spending days and nights in laboratory trying to develop a vaccine to fight coronavirus pandemic. But in my country, Ghana, MPP and NDC are on radio and TV doing
this is misinformation.
In fact, they're not paid dear.
This is misinformation. Uncle CSI.
There is no need.
You know what we are doing.
Okay. I think today my panel.
You know what they are doing there.
But you are inviting us to, you know.
Why are you crediting the white people?
I think that one will do.
But Noguchi, research.
Yes, serious research. That case is one of them. Now, why do you think we put the 100 million out?
Cases.
You think 100 million for girls?
100 million.
We are international amount 2 minutes because time national.
But
my main country also sad time now I can over and over again. I also echoed it this morning. Say we are not in normal times.
Yes,
of course.
There was a politics.
How can you say that?
I'm telling you.
And nobody will come to your aid because they are also almost just some
problem. No, what's the vaccine? American ya bro shares and by born microphone by Europe, microphone by China, born home by. What are you Ghana home? Enti me the American say we as individuals have a responsibility. Nenti as same say ba ope obebo abanding. And say aban child enro anajo man penin say school na close it down. Ope close it down. O man penin say man kwa sorry, ope kwa sorry. Or say mosque mun close it down. That is the kind of power the executive power a president has as in a nation. Enti some for make of man penin munye say of course the money, the taxpayers money now, he has control over the money. And occasionally we will call the president, be more proactive, do this. It doesn't mean say anybody is blaming the president, at least say it's a cause of the problem. But we want people to be more proactive. TK and Honorable should admit that I said, oh, the immigration officers be the kasa. Omoji tum say I can't nyamo de be adwuma no. Do not embedru.
I agree.
O say and I'm quite so bad.
Yes, and I'm quite so bad.
I check.
Oh, sir.
Because we are in Nigeria to say, or maybe near credit free bar. Some minus so no. Almost someone a young by this time. Most factories are not even manufacturing.
Exactly.
Okay.
We need to look that within.
Fred, my memo assurance be on this program. Say Carlos Ba near discuss BBS say ya. Ono na odeko na ba implementing. Nti issue communicate through him.
By verbal communication.
Nkrofo ne no monsa nkan no.
Because
they speak to us. They be more Carlos or Munti Muntiminka.
I know, but it's coming out.
Fred, Mr. Wood, the minino. No plan as Semunti. Until we could fuck up. Remember,
1 week ago,
we need to be more proactive.
So, politics. Not about politics. Me say
Gallos. What is our threat? What was my kind of threat?
Lawyer. The member say, "Yebe manai hu abroso." Even Dominion labo America ne, my be so almost here in soon free nyankopon. No credit. We hear Donald Trump and the background or a conservative and a conservative, sometimes believes in that aspect. And also Kasa.
Not that aspect, say specifically, he believes in or Christian beliefs.
Yes, or Christian beliefs.
And he doesn't shy to put it out.
Say Donald Trump can, but only tiki. The time per se be who say, okay, fatality rate. Say yari new ni rate now is between 2 to 3%.
Yeah.
Yenya Ebola and 25 to 70%. And no children say Ebola was more deadlier than this. Are they the question I'm basing and say are they recovery rate? Are people recovering?
In respect of COVID-19.
COVID-19.
Oh, baby recover. Baby recover. But you see, but there's when it's spread, no.
Me know we are doing.
And the fact say to CC or mind
so
be
which means a chiwa. Even say a chiwa. Oh, isolate to ho na oye niema bia na umfrim.
Be recover. In fact, my men can count so mo we no kra na yesi bi mo ho a no mo some other yare bi. And now mo age no so. But the ma we rie hu and say Uja na ebe come bia.
Me no ya adwe pepper.
Ebola was limited to just
because enye do or die ten no. Say enya kwan say educate ama enye no do or die enye no. Eye no kre say etimitre. Eye no kre. By sense ye no kre say echiwa enye chinchan so be.
Okay. But our other my man can say mix up. My man can statement be they say if I have any fears, it's not merely because of the incidence of COVID-19.
Yeah.
My fears lie in the social, political, and economic ramifications. The foundations of relationships, governments, and businesses are about to shake. If COVID-19 persists, the damage will be such that our lives and world will not be again the same.
It's because of the...
Men am yes that statement and I put it on my status. Because my dream say, and you come no kwa na ehu but the effect of it.
Every aspect of
it.
Honorable Carlos say me fanya politics. Na me fanya politics. And I me share my asem ni nyina ase no. Me say o mine. Tike ni amene o ka say. You see yate 100 million Ghana cedis. Honorable dollars. And I'm kwan so ba. Sanka ino
ko ka say na mkwan so.
O say sika no ni logistics ana say honorable kan.
Enyo na wo kana say mkwan so ba.
Na another name be say me de ko. O say on ya o the information come out. Fine. And ba ko a health professionals say frame ni say being proactive it was saying kaba no yenya infectious centers across the country. Infection centers
Tema Rich Hospital.
Kamale there. Kintampo there.
There be answer.
You see across the country because close to that all the schools. Another thing I'm saying raise.
Just that point because me time me deal with COVID-19 time no
pa. Sorry. Say na ba ya to.
And
we are now operationalizing.
What say economic ramifications?
Yes.
Say na ba ya to. Or the best stabilize the economy. In any case,
so business is crab.
Business is crab. Say no way you to be honorable. Ona wonim say no way you.
Who relate as a big your friend is saying. Importers and Exporters Association or more general secretary.
Now wow cuz wadam for Asaki unim no.
Asaki who relate
that me relate no dey kawase.
I say one na kasase.
Ne kasase ni to and I said the content.
Oh, it be Asaki wadam for but
Asaki or presidential candidate to.
Yes. Parliamentary government just can me sponsor no. Sir, o me di president.
And you so member party bi na.
Na so dem say the vice president. I can say I just over so akofa ba. Fred Agbanyo COVID-19 vice president.
COVID-19.
President since
COVID-19.
Or Jeffrey ya dey be kind this.
One go fa ba.
Minister. Me say ye minister.
Me do di ko.
Na ye free.
Oh me do di ko. Omo frɛ o. Omo nya bi. Fred cross wo. No one am omo minister election. Omo the frɛ wa.
Ye ka yare asem no wa on ya be bi now honorable.
Na Friday mo be vice president.
And na can want man pay.
But this week be.
Me
mama 3 days. Someone here I will bear
say president they say.
Mutimi go man na here
not normal times. Mo anyi kura or say what here.
So man here constitution say someone to file it.
But president but say go file.
Aka bi.
Na say rule ho.
The one who say you will be 2 years on to be vice president.
Na
musro den.
What was your no yare asem?
Nanado. Oyi ya no oyi.
Time no ba me answer.
Since oyi sister me senya no kre.
You can say upon.
Ye mpon ya pra na.
Me ka
so what I go for ba.
Why na politics?
2008.
No one I go for ba.
No na politics.
Una go for ba.
Wo
na me see na ma dey atwa me. Mama 3 days. So man here na press conference.
So mampani
press conference.
Mampani directives na kan we no.
Aka we so.
Aka no.
Sent mo munyi. And then some of but on a more serious note, me pese enkrofo beti ase say yare ba ye na me fancy nyina ye hu the seriousness. Na ebe ye serious ebe gina ho no. Last week Mampani be ye nationwide broadcast no. And we vote to sikato was it. Don't forget. So every year be a Minister of Health for edu on budget ba. No budget ba say insu ye beto 10 on the ashim say 10. Say goes ye beto 20 on the ashim say 20. Say yare bi ba say the way aba no a ehia for contingency measures for them to do. And on Bramani by your can say we say we vote to an equivalent Ghanaian cedi equivalent of 100 million say yemfemboa sa yare hwe. Sa yare sa sika na nye emfen ko twetu apede em say na papa e ka megas ban fenye politics. Uko nuguchi na me no ka say ya. For your information so cases say nya no Gucci na ekoko test to ensure say
no Gucci for the complaining say omo complain say I can't do the be adwuma from
na say mama
Gucci is complaining
mama say been overstretched not that
I don't know
why are they up to this point and I don't know why you say game to bona menwi
Fred can you say one said
thank you enuntina o man pani di $100 million equivalent number. Because before then, no Gucci na Ubianka said COVID biaba they were doing their normal thing. On budget, Minister of Finance, Minister of Finance, Health, they were using it. Say a COVID, they need other things. Ebini laboratory, they will need it within 100,000. CSIR4, they are doing work. They are making sure say all this one will come within this contingency money. Scanner abaya channel, and they are for per diem. Who we are, your nurses. Ebi omata na sa pros omu hia na se nyomo hia do edwon se na muka kande no it will have to come from here because say ye ready for this particular COVID from January and November ye budget last year na say Africa kwa na say president Chris Katwa we need to go inside this morning and bring those things that they need in the Maya omo worry it's going to come
ready and I 100,000.
Oh, na sa on ve wa be so me was a friend be kasa enti ne wo mu ni say me nua no more health facilities the health institutions no omo ntombo ase it is going to come ye only problem ye nya say no say impo ko China say o akopɛ nose mask omo kra mo short last time me hwe a friend is saying where social media papa bi koto nose mask be 3-4 boxes of do police in your tables no dwane here police for no babo nti on ba no atra no ke mo gina ho salute no
but Hong Kong your limit India I'm told to say mask almost more export to be
you can imagine
one this one factory but like a factory back
yeah one not confident yeah not confident
fabric na dey test companies so ha yeah bet my within the shortest time you see
accept the matters that you are put
I can do this
Fred na mo mama nkasa yeah sebuni see so we improvise one dem ya climate me atran e bi ma so mama a friend is
buy improvise na buy
there be
I check Tesla company
Tesla yeah nya ne sa keke
open improvise pa
let's be serious on this one. Countries now on manufacture those countries a lot of them are also having problems economically and of course even industrially because industries in say oh lockdown for say Wuhan say no more lockdown Italy that's a factory in Italy how do they even manufacture for you to get it see they almost sign a certain covenant with the nation say being a health professional the life at all for to save friends say people and so on and so forth yeah that one was say now the point is say
but the man can the point
the omo hia bia omo de be omadwuma no the Ministry of Health aye ho adwuma eba and they should not be worried. The only problem is say the president made this announcement only last week. Only 100,000 contingents in the tour. 100 million in the tour. In the Yadi Ebet Yakas at the Chin Yano, near the plane full of Dioma Aircraft baby about Kona Yakans here. A beggar cancer number. Papa can be about Ebola rates, any side rating.
A free neighbor.
Ebola rates, no. Ebias a Kosroma, Emma. It was because they see Africa. Oh, and the Abrofuna, you did also know, fought to get a vaccine to cover it. And then Abrofu is higher, yet to improve will be a fighting on one into no. Carlos, yeah, you super precautionary measures, sir. A best spreading more than Ebola.
Me that's a pa.
I can't buy it by.
I can't buy.
Say COVID yeah, man, senior. Now, I never took notice of how many times I touched my hands with my face. But COVID by them who say nipa bia why touching your face and so on very common.
You're guilty.
And that is where the infection even becomes faster. It will make careful the way they say.
And Carlos moment can say be o akra a part of
your life.
And yes be bia o fere kra
but me dem wa rehemu say jame was free. Sa na yare yesu stro awie. Omo sama start pe ya yen besta ebe yira say the way si buy
sa na be yira menua MC Abrampa wa send me list bi say
o man be me na yakra
o say be back
time na be bedru
Fred
ade we start one but na the politics
na oye
na me ameti be nyom nso fail
okay menua MC Abrampa o say obia o say o pen ne magu ho na o the list na bre me na me mobo ni nyina de ehia me pa o say so onya ikontumre wono a na o de ahye fridge m afi nkate wo yama na esi ho afi banchimore kokonte afi fresh tomatoes no ye wono na wa yam na de esi ho
very important. So over reduce the number of times I'll come market. And the no come market na say we for 1 week. Di dwa for 1 month. Na fe go say be ya
oboto
na that's over and this say let's go be ya.
Time na do so amaye ababusu mi mfimfi ama busu ye for so ka ma ye COVID-19 allowance.
More bag is anybody then.
Well, but from the Mazandabo that's a 100 million allowance. Hong Kong for him say 1200. Ben
Oye be mi nim say. Oh, na say lo di pa o de we no kasa
o. Apon ni obi ni hobim. That is it.
Shout out there.
All right, nti o tanya me admire be san beto ankom nso. Fred we that's it. Ben that's honorable. Yes, that's a pa. And maybe o baby ade akofa ne de. Ye pon e be kan ho asem.
Sa
o tena.
Vice President no.
Anyeho. Wa would masem gra America.
Oh, I know the omo nya bi ndu be kwa kwaji akona kokoji. Me dey so ma catch you. Na my press conference 3 days time.
Patrol emergency hotlines COVID-19 055-8439-869. Sorry, 869. 055-8439-868. 050-9497-700. In your short code anchor.
Because one year would be started. And you see a bit more than 5 billion.
All right, one lose election.
You lose you.
Oh, the one lose you.
I feel less than ever so there.